Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two quarterbacks who rank among the very best when it comes to pure arm strength. It's Jay Cutler going up against Aaron Rodgers.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot and got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
All right, here we go. Leopard!
Throwing now, Cutler on first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On second down, here's Cutler. And throw right side complete to Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 46 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be dropped at the 30. But a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Andre Branch. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Cutler's Dolphins going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. That's fielded in the end zone. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 23. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Got him. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Ryan on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target. And now it's third down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
So ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Right 25. We got four down.
Now Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to
game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now it's Ryan. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They go play action here on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now Cutler to throw on second down. And he's going to go down again. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Now Cutler on 3rd and long. And he finds Stills, complete. It's a big play for the Dolphins here on 3rd down. 44 yards.
Absolutely zero surprise at that throw we just saw. I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for an arm.
He's had it since he won his state title at Heritage Hills High School in southern Indiana.
Where in southern Indiana, though?
Well, he's born in Santa Claus. How about that?
That's pretty strong right there.
Nearby to my hometown of Evansville. Bet you've never been there, have you?
I have not been there, but I'm looking forward to being invited for a holiday cheer.
You're invited. Put that on your bucket list.
Thank you.
He was looking to go back to Stills, and it's second down.
Man
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, baby. Boom. All right, now, look at 52. Here we go now. Back to Philly. Here we go.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Turnover. That's what we do. Other way. Left. Fumble.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4.
Now Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check number 6. Check number 6.
Now let's go. Green, 30. No. Check. Over.
Now after the interception, here's Cutler. And Stills over the middle. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards.
Strong right.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Tight left.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On second down, it's Drake. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
45's the mic.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now Cutler. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Cutler to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 54 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Double tight.
Space. Ready. We got 4.
Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones. for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 3 yards out. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Tight right.
All right, here we go.
On first down, it's Cutler. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
No. Watch you now, Barney.
On second down, Cutler. It's complete to Parker, left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Leopard. All right, here.
They'll throw on first down with Cutler. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. Third down here.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On third down, Cutler. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Watch it now, boys. Over.
Final play of the half. It's Cutler. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And some room to work. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Now Parkey for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And now it's second down. Well, speaking of incomplete passes, we had a very controversial incomplete pass in Week 15 in that Steelers-Patriots game, did we not?
In the city of Pittsburgh, it wasn't incomplete.
Right,
okay.
Yeah. For them, it's they won.
If
they
you're
won,
a Steelers fan, that was not an incomplete pass. That was a touchdown. But by letter of the law, having to catch a football as a receiver is going to the ground, he has to survive the ground, holding on to the football firmly. By letter of the law, it wasn't a catch.
Right.
The problem is you put 100 people in a room, that looks like a catch.
Right. So then the question going forward is, does that rule need to be changed?
Well, the competition committee tried to define it clearly 2 years ago. I think they'll be back here this.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ndamukong Suh busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Heavy. Watch the backfield.
On second down, Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan looking deep for Julio. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Watch tight end.
All right, now look at Marty.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Come on, Lon. You better than that.
Leopard! Over!
On second down, here's Cutler. Buying time. Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now a handoff for Drake. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Cutler. He's going to look deep now for Landry. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 44 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On first down, Drake looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Set. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Over. Leopard.
Now Cutler. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Man left, man left.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Here we go now. No. Over.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it.
Over! Detroit!
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Cutler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Parker from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Lawrence Timmons in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey. 4 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back him up halfway. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play. But if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now it's Ryan. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go!
They stay on the ground with Drake. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Set! Green, 39, Detroit!
To throw, Cutler. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
No. Watch him now, Barney.
On the give, this is Drake. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given a little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Space to run past the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 35 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. Tannehill's Dolphins going up against Carr's Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard.
Watch tight end.
No. Check. Here we go. Leopard.
They go play action here on first down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
Strong right.
Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing now. Cutler on first down. The Fasano here brings it in. And he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go now.
On first and 10, it's Cutler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a second and 11.
Back 99, Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Cutler will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
Come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 17-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Carr on the bootleg. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 24 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. First down, the run with Lynch. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run for it with Lynch. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Down. Off the bootleg. Carr escaping the pressure right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Carr going to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And Stills over the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Set!
Now Cutler on first down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
Hey. We got 4. Watch tight end. 4 down.
Here we go now. 3 on, good! Leopard!
Now Cutler to throw on second down. It's complete to Parker left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Watch 32. Watch 32.
Over! No. Check.
They'll throw on first down with Cutler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second and 10. It's Cutler again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Cutler to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They run again on first down, Lynch. And he is knocked down from the side at the 44-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Carr to throw on second down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Get set. 185.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
On second down, here's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Hey.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Well, we got a second here, and thinking back to Week 15, a cool moment in that Panthers-Green Bay game. Did you see the video of Cam Newton and Clay Matthews?
I did, and, when you watch it, and, what everybody told me, when they're watching it live, you could see something happening because the commentators were talking at that time. Then they took the commentators' voices out, and you caught everything. So let me see if I have it right. Cam Newton, quarterback for the Panthers, had some byplay with linebacker Clay Matthews of Green Bay, and Clay was telling him he knew what he was about to call, right?
Yeah, Clay was saying, well, yeah, guys, watch for the wheel route. And Cam said, oh, that's cool. You've been watching film? Well, watch this. And he switched the play and threw a slant to McCaffrey for a touchdown.
How great is that? The back and forth. So Clay Matthews did his homework, but they changed it up, right? Because it looked like a wheel, and he turned it into a slant. That's an excellent counter play by the Carolina Panthers. What a cool moment. Cam Newton and Clay Matthews.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. Watch it now. Behind now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Cutler. And he rifles one incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Throwing again, it's Cutler. Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now Carr looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll run with Drake. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 48 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Andre Branch in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. Boom. Still fighting for... And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Steps away to his... And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. To throw his Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Strong right. Get set.
Again, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh busting through to get him for a loss of 6. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kalechi.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is going to be incomplete. A gutsy call by
Ones are on mine, so I just, we go over this stuff just real quick.
What's
I
up?
think you're good. I mean, you don't really got to worry about that. I just want to get everybody on the same page if it's going to the next week, but they don't make the same mistakes. Yeah. I think that's all that all help is on right now. GQ, you figure out the availability.
Nope, didn't figure it out yet. I got the computer right here trying to figure this out.
Okay, you know how you live in these ones that comes to time?
Yep.
You go to the farm, you're going to see the whole team contract, stuff. I think it's like
Yep.
keep availability.
Yeah, I'm in owner availability now.
Yeah, it's on owner availability. I think it's like you can just make a new thread.
Alright, let me see.
And you'll put Miami Dolphins availability. And you put your stuff in there. Now, it has availability on the cell phone or video changes. And the contact. You don't have to. You want? Yeah. Alright.
Alright.
Let's see. Now, the Falcons and Dolphins game, which you did, the guy not in here. You did talk some of you guys in. As soon as you start the third quarter, you follow the game. Like, I got sent out the email.
Yep.
Bring your guys. That's pretty much the follow you. They look good. You did expect 25, but everything was out just the only thing.
Yeah, I kind of forgot for a second. Me and him paused it, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta bring in my fourth and all that."
You were streaming, so I could see what he was doing. But I went over the game, and same thing. You didn't, some teams have 3 or 4 quarterbacks. We got to see those players.
Gotcha. right.
You know, you're good at that part. I mean, you did everything like you're supposed to do. Another thing is, really not value on your players. You know, I'd rather win as a fifth-round player. You know, under that roster policy they have on the website. You're going to keep. So that'd be the whole third quarter. We can take from the other teams on that. And the fourth quarter, I mean, the fourth sheet, I like it when it's serious. Like, oh, you're struggling, they're going back and down. Team. You just start. It's, you know, no matter what they're going to do, it's better team. You know, when you're playing that game, they got to pass it. I mean, but you make the points. I already talked to them about that. You played your game today. I mean, everything on fire. Just, you know, down to the backup. Oh, yeah. How I played everything. You know, yeah. It's just a backup. That's all. Everything else is play like it's supposed to play. That's pretty much it. On there. Some people hadn't did that yet. So. Other than that, I mean, we can advance it. We can see it.
Wow.
If everybody brings one guy that you find think might be a good fit, I think it would help the league a little bit. I mean, it's not mandatory. You don't have to do it. You know, it's like my responsibility to keep the league full. If y'all don't know this one guy, I've looked on there. You know, I've matched it on PS4. Yeah, well, Polly, I reached out to that Polly guy, and he refused this time. Yeah, Polly refused to play this time. But he got to play there. Makes no sense. Y'all can set the games up or whatever, but you know anybody. I mean, the thing, G-World, you're a guy, this is cool, but we got to the website, know how you know, we all go on there, say that you're first time on there, you know, right? You see everybody else, he put something completely different. Yeah, he did cool, but you know, he did this one. Other than that, I don't know if everybody thinks that, you know, this one person in, I mean,
What happened to the two guys I gave you? Did you get in contact with them? Black Ops and Okay, I just hit Black Ops up, told them to contact you. So
60 messages out today.
Got you.
People that had their names, their PSN name, and two of them got back to me. Let's see here. Who did the Dolphins play week 2?
Be more. I'm ready to go.
I enjoyed watching that game the other day, man. It was fun. You made it interesting. You got a Falcons and Dolphins game. It was pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah, I think crazy stuff. That ball's all the way up in the air. Like I said, I'm not being mean or anything like that. I'm taking my messages in there. You guys can get taken a million different ways, but if I want to use that stuff, coaching, whatever, go ahead.
Nope, I just played 4 games without it. Best games I ever played without that crap.
Yep. It's like, so EA even came out, like they did the last touch they did, the penalty started like going nuts. A lot of people reported.
Yeah. What?
But the penalties will go up. And injuries as well. I mean, I don't know why it's linked to that. Like I said, when we were doing the settings, some stuff that's how the game is.
Because a lot of it's more aggressive stuff, that's why.
Yeah. Jaguars, Packers, I mean, they're just like in real life. Some are stuff baseball, there's stat in real life. So if they're like, in real life, getting a lot of penalties, certain players, that's how it is. It's coded that way.